Greetings ladies and gents, and welcome to today's Reddit Quickie video, taken from the HFY subreddit called Mikey Helps, written by NetMobs. The link to the original will be down below, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. As the lights slowly turned on in his sleep pod, Mikey opened his eyes, wiggling his way up out of his blanket and trotted to the attached cleaning pod. After a few moments of enjoying the warmth, he dried off, put on his usual United Earth Service uniform, and headed off to work. This is going to be a great day, Mikey thought to himself as the door from his chambers opened and the sounds and smells of the shift wafted over him, putting a slight bounce in his step. As he headed towards the mess hall, he saw Lee coming towards him. Lee was definitely the prettiest girl on the ship, with her brunette hair and her big brown eyes. She was always friendly to everyone, and was exemplary at her job. "She's great," Mikey said to himself, as he rounded the corner to the mess hall. Sidling up to the food dispenser, he picked his favorite chow, pounded on the dispensing buttons, and took a bowl of stew over to the table. "Looking good, my man," he heard over his shoulder, as his best friend James plopped down across from him. Mikey gave him a fist bump. "Excited about your shift?" James asked. Mikey was so engrossed with his food, an enthusiastic nod was about all that he could manage. He was barely able to finish before the shift change alert notified him that it was time that he head to the bridge. Mikey waved at James, dropped off his bowl, and hurried towards the center of the ship to begin his duties for the day. As he got closer, he began hooking the neural upgrades into the ship's computer to get a full diagnostics, as well as any issue reports from the previous shift. Mikey paused before the giant doors to the bridge and took a deep breath. This was his favorite moment. Tapping the door pad, the doors hissed open, allowing him access to the inner sanctum. A flurry of activity as the shift changed. Mikey simply loved the display of colors, the smells of the crew, and the sound of the ship functioning at peak efficiency. The Wanderer wasn't the most technologically advanced ship in the fleets, but she served an important mission: exploration. It was the first Wanderer 5-year mission to scan and catalog the development of the edge of the galaxy, and Mikey was a key part of that endeavor. Mikey practically leapt up onto the custom-made chair beside the captain, grinning as he stroked behind his ears. The evolution of the dogs as a resource had been a natural one. Early ships had been human-only, and the psychological impacts of the interpersonal conflicts had nearly torn several ships apart. By simply adding dogs into the equation, it fixed a myriad of social issues. It wasn't until many years later that the neural upgrades and implants were added and, while speech was never possible, something about how dog thoughts were formed. Dogs were able to sense things happening in and around the ship in ways that humans simply could not. It worked wonders for everyone involved, Mikey serving as an early warning system, and the rest of the canine crew helping to stabilize the crew and interface with the ship system in various ways. And the sense of companionship kept the ship an efficient and friendly place to live and work. Before Mikey could get settled in, he felt something off. Turning to the captain, he gave 2 sharp barks, noting that the ship would be exiting FTL soon. Checking the charts, there weren't supposed to be any ships for more than a dozen light years. This was not good. "All hands, yellow alert, incoming unidentified FTL breach. Everyone at the ready," Captain Walker calmly announced to the ship. Mikey's safety harness automatically secured him as he began scanning the ship's systems to ensure that the weapons, shield, engineering, and support crews were all prepped. Satisfied, he turned to the screen as space folded in on itself as a large, strange vessel appeared directly in front of them. Something felt off, but Mikey couldn't put his paw on it. The other ship was huge, angular in design with flowing edges, and ended sharply. It looked fast. It looked vicious. It looked... Before Mikey could figure out how it looked, their comm screen blinked and Mikey's heckles were instantly up. this was definitely not great. On the screen, that could be generously called an evil fricking cat. Greetings, pray. And that, my friends, is the end of this Reddit Quickie. I hope that you enjoyed. If you'd like to support this channel, there are numerous ways to do so, listed in the description down below. The easiest and best way would be to share this video and my channel as much as possible. I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope that you have a good one until then. Cheers.